Know what I wanted her to do. I just knew it felt good to have some sort of control over the situation. Then one morning, I woke up and something felt wrong. My head was cold, and the entire room smelled like bleach mixed with something chemical and wrong. I touched it and felt skin where hair should be. I immediately ran to the bathroom mirror and nearly screamed. I was completely bald. Not a single hair left. That's when she walked in behind me, and I saw her reflection in the mirror. On her head was a wig. I touched it while adrenaline pumped through my body. Mom, is this my hair? She nodded enthusiastically and smiled. Now you can't hide anything from me, she whispered, running her fingers through my hair, her wig. Even your thoughts were under that hair. Her eyes were empty. Not Mom's eyes anymore. Something else looking out through her face. She pulled out electric clippers, still humming, still warm. Your eyebrows are next, she said softly. Then we'll see what you're really thinking. And what she did next made me realize I'd never escape. I woke up on the bathroom floor where I passed out after she left, my hand automatically reaching for my head and finding only smooth skin where my hair used to be. The cold tile pressed against my cheek, and the chemical smell still hung in the air, making my stomach turn. The wig she made from my own hair sat on the counter like a trophy, the strands I grew for years now belonging to her. I pushed myself up and my arms shook from lying in the same position for hours. My phone buzzed with a text from her asking why I wasn't responding, and I realized I had maybe 30 seconds before she came to check on me. I grabbed my phone and typed out that I was in the bathroom, then splashed cold water on my face to wake up fully. Looking in the mirror felt wrong because the person staring back didn't look like me anymore, just a scared bald kid who needed to survive long enough to get away from her. I knew with absolute certainty that I couldn't keep living like this, that something had to change, or she would take everything from me piece by piece until there was nothing left. I forced myself to move through my morning routine while she watched from the doorway, her phone in her hand tracking every notification I sent. I turned on the faucet and texted her that I was washing my face, then actually washed my face while she nodded like I was doing something impressive. Brushing my teeth took 3 separate texts, because she wanted to know which toothpaste I chose and how long I brushed each section. My clothes options were limited because she had hidden most of my hoodies and anything with pockets deep enough to hide things in, so I texted her about choosing between a blue shirt and a gray one. She responded immediately telling me to wear the gray one because blue made me look sneaky, whatever that meant. I pulled on jeans and socks while typing out each action, my fingers moving automatically now after weeks of this routine. She smiled at me from the doorway like we were sharing a nice mother-daughter moment instead of her watching my every move through cameras and texts. I grabbed my backpack and she followed me downstairs, her eyes never leaving me as I poured cereal and texted her about the milk being cold. At the school, I kept my head down and started testing the limits of her surveillance by briefly switching my phone to airplane mode during passing period. My hands sweated as I watched the little airplane icon appear at the top of my screen, knowing she could see my location freeze on her end. I walked from English to history and counted the seconds, wondering how long it would take her to notice. 30 seconds passed, then 60, and I started to think maybe the system had a delay that I could use. But then my phone buzzed back online and her frantic